on their scale, be like,
Mr.
okay.
Hackett's won the lottery today.
But I just want to get
Thrown around.
going.
All right, so I'm here. So, last couple weeks we've been working on wrestling with no pajamas, so now we're going to work on a little bit of wrestling with the pajamas. So we're here, and in a lot of white, blue, and kind of the earlier belts, you get into this, let's grab his collar, let's grab his elbow, and let's dance for 2.5 minutes of a 5-minute match. And I'm not kidding, most white belt matches are this. And it drives me fucking insane. So we're going to fix that problem, right? So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set this grip, and I'm not trying to grip behind his head. I watched a lot of you guys Tuesday, like, set a collar grip, like, way the hell out here. I'm trying to reach kind of that collarbone grip where my top knuckle's right on that collarbone, where I can kind of punch him in his chest a little bit, okay? Now, he's going to have his grip here. This hand, I don't have to fight his grip or do anything like that. But when I'm here, all I'm going to do is grab kind of the fatty part of his thumb. I'm going to pull his knee down as I step back. Alright? So we're here, we're moving around. I don't like what's happening, right? I grab the thumb, step, get him to pull. See how that forces all his weight onto that front foot? As I'm doing all that, I'm just going to change my level here. Grab his ankle, pick his ankle up, push him to his back. A lot of you guys were trying to, it's hard to describe, like you guys, a lot of Tuesday, I kept seeing this. You kept being like, you were trying to like stay on your knees and not stand up to finish this. When I'm hitting this ankle pick here, I'm stepping up, finishing, and driving into him. That way I can work to pass and do other things. Questions on this ankle pick? Like I said, it is simple but not easy. So we should have some questions. So a technique we've... That's you.
Where do you, since this is with pajamas, where do you grab like try to bunch it up or try to grab the ankle? Like
so you can, fun rule tip, you cannot reach inside the pants. So I'm either going to actually kind of just grab the cuff of the pants here, just kind of outside edge, just solid grip. I'm actually just going to cuff the kind of ball of his foot. I'm actually hitting this much closer to like a wrestling ankle pick where I'm just grabbing the ball of his foot.
What is your motion for the ankle?
So I'm crossing my hands. So like when I'm here, I'm driving across, I'm pulling this over and this here. Here's why. I want to be able to step around if possible. Or at least have that foot headed that direction. Other questions on this? A little bit closer to game speed. We're moving around, doing some stuff, right? I pull this hand back. Boom. Step back as I change levels. Drive in. Here. Take top. Questions, comments, or concerns? Let's drill her out. More experienced guys grab less experienced guys. So we're here, right? We're in this locked up position. And we're moving around, but let's say I just don't have the confidence to drop and hit that ankle kick. Or let's say I like to throw people and be a little bit flashier, because that's fun sometimes. So I'm here, we're fighting, right? All I'm going to do is I'm going to step with my right foot, cross his body, and turn my heel in. As I do that, I'm going to step my heels together. Click your heels, Dorothy, get yourself home. All right? So when I'm turned, I'm here. My hand that was on the collar is going to swing under to either grab the belt, kind of the tail of his coat, or his pants. If none of those are good grip points for you, just reach and try to find some hit as much as possible. Now my other hand, I don't care if he keeps a good hold on this collar, I'm still stepping in. I like to pull here or at the wrist cuff. Here. Either one is fine with me, just kind of depends on your preference. Then you got to drop it like it's hot and pick him up. Yes, it's the best way I can explain the motion. Sorry, not sorry, figure it out.
It is literally that dance movement.
It is literally drop it like it's hot. That's all I got. So I'm here, I scoop him up. Now, once you get to here, you should be able to balance your friend on the small of your back. Because all your weight should be through your legs, which are directly to the mat. Once you get here, the next step is to hit him with the earth. That's how judo guys describe it. So when I'm here, I throw him down, boom, we land, I'm inside control. Good things happen, right? Now, for drilling purposes, you're going to hit that step in and scooping lift 5 times before you actually finish the throw. So when we're drilling, I'm here drilling, all right? Boom, I step in, scoop and lift, 1. We move around a little bit, here, 2. Right, I do that until we get to step 5, where then I very in a controlled manner, step in, scoop, throw. Follow your partner's down. Questions on the motion of this? For those of you who have wrestled previously, yes, I understand the lat drop motion is going to be hard. The step through and arch, to feel that difference. Feels like it should be the same throw. This is based more for judo because of the pajamas. Questions on this? Anyone want to see it full speed? Great. Yes. Glad. That's what you get for being a white belt. Sorry. So we're moving around, right? We get here. I step in. Scoot up. Wah! Yes, I can catch people mid-throw. It's fun. But stepping in, big thing is getting that scoop and having that balance once you've scooped. Is the biggest part of this. Once you get that, guys, the throwing motion takes care of itself. If you have balance in this, the throw looks a lot harder than it is once you figure out the balance. Questions? All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Dr. Mary.
Dr. Pat.
All right, so we're here. Let's say, for whatever reason, I don't like scooping at the hips, right? Now, I did look it up. There is a non-controversial name for this. It's called an arm spin. We're going to call it that from now on instead of this other name. So we're here. I grab this nice cuff grip right here. I'm then going to hit that same step through, but instead of reaching across his body for the belt, I can come in and grab under, or I can just scoop here. Whichever you're more comfortable with. I feel more control when I grab kind of the armpit here. Some people like this a little bit better. I'm looking at some pure judo guys. Travis, Steven, US kid. Does jiu-jitsu. Grab here. Boom. I'm going to step in here, step up, and scoop. And I'm trying to hit him with the earth in front of my feet. A lot of what we were trying to do Tuesday seemed like we were trying to step through and then throw him that way for some fucking reason. This is the weird thing. But I'm trying to, as I step through here, I'm trying to put him right in front of me. You should stand right about in the middle of these red squares. Drilling, we're stepping through, hitting it 5 times each time. But when we're here, I step in, here, scoop up, land right in front of my feet. That should be roughly what we do. Questions on this? That was the biggest problem we seem to be having Tuesday outside of getting the hip scoop was throwing him that way.
Do you scoop like all the way into the armpit? Do you need to put your hand anywhere after that?
No, I'm scooping in just kind of with my elbow grip. So when I'm here, a lot of guys will come here. Both are effective. It's more of a preference thing. Some guys aren't grip heavy, so they'll set the 1, but this one they want to be a little bit clear. It's the only reason I saw people were saying this over this. Other questions on this? All right, 5 times, then do it out. 1 more time, full speed. Moving around. I'm here. I'm even going to bait and make them act like I'm going to shoot. I'm going to do different stuff. Here. Stepping through and throwing. I hold on to that collar all you want, buddy. It's going to move. So I'm not super worried about that. Yeah. Control. Yeah. In arm spin, yeah. In wrestling, the only difference is you'll generally do it from here. Step through. The only difference is wrist grip versus true cuff. Other questions? Arm spins. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so this next one's just getting into this, and sometimes guys get real like stally when they go against me because they're like, oh, Dustin wrestled. I just either stall or sit instant. So one of my favorite things to do is instead of getting into this grip battle, all I'm going to do is I'm going to reach back and grab just my thumb in the back of his collar. I'm going to pull in and start walking in. As I do that, I'm going to find my hand into my baseball bat grip. For those of you who weren't here for baseball bat during the 4 other times I teach it, thumb in, pinky in, grip. So I'm here, we can fight in. Grip tight, that's fine. I'm here. As soon as my hands connect, my elbows collapse, and I throw him over my back like a sack of potatoes. And it is violent and quick, and I love it, I love it, I love it. Did you get that gargle noise? Right? So we're here, we're hand fighting. A lot of guys get in here. All we're doing is looking for our hands. Here. I'm turning towards the thumb that's in. Here. Elbows in. Sit to my hips here. I put a guy out like this once and then carry him around for a second and then drop. My favorite probably ever competition win is at Judo earlier. The only submission I wish I had on something. Because we were going, and coach was like, oh, full guard, full guard. I was like, yeah, just go ahead, try. That was here, and then stood up as he was out. They thought I was trying to throw. I was not. No. Sucks to suck. You can't hit a baseball bat choke on me either. So realize not everything works on everybody. So I'm going to loosen his collars up so that I can hit this and it's not be as violent. So my hands were connected. I'm here and here. The big thing is get your elbows together and down. Because basically, like, I'm not saying that if you have like a big heavy sack and you throw it over your back, that's the type of grip you should have. Like a big old sack of potatoes. So I'm here. Right, step down here. I'm collapsing my elbows in here. Other questions? Drill it out, get the turn and the grips right first, then start really stepping down.